Hello parents, Grace here with Amazing Parenting. Today we're going to be talking about what to do if you are estranged from your adult child. I'll be right back. Okay, if you're new to my channel, this is Amazing Parenting and my name is Grace, and here we talk about all things to do with parenting. If you subscribe, you'll have access to over 100 videos on parenting. So click the notification bell on subscribe and you'll receive every single new video that's uploaded, and you'll have access to all the previous videos as well. So anything to do with parenting, to build better relationships between parent and child, that's what we do on this video. Okay, so let's get straight in today. Today we're talking about what to do if you are estranged from your child, from your adult child. So you're not talking anymore, they're not talking to you, they don't come round, you don't phone, they don't phone you. So we're going to be talking about how to make that better. Okay, so I'm not going to go into why you're estranged, because you know the reasons, what's happened, what's gone on to make this situation as it is now. But what we're going to talk about is what you can do to make things better. Okay, so if we look at the word estranged and what that means, it says having lost former closeness and affection in a state of alienation from a previous close or familiar relationship. So like I said, you're not talking to your adult child, that your adult child's not talking to you. There's no longer that closeness anymore. Okay, like I've got my notes as usual, so I don't make this video last for an hour. Okay, so we're not going to talk about who's to blame and whose fault it was. They should start talking to me, I should start talking to them, it's not right. We're not going to go into that. We're going to look at 10 things you can do as a parent, because we're going to take it from the parent perspective, okay? What the parent needs to be doing, or what the parent can think about doing to bring that reconciliation back between you and your adult child, okay? So we're looking at reconciliation. We're looking at solution. What's the solution? Okay, there's been that disruption. There's been that blame. There's been that fault that has happened. What is the reconciliation? What's the solution to bring the relationship back to where you want it to be or how it used to be? Okay, so like I said, we're going to take this from the parent's perspective, and it's for the parent to make the inroads to the child, because sometimes arguments have been said, things have been said that, you know, you're embarrassed about now, or your child feels that they've lost face, they can't come back and say sorry because so much water has now gone under the bridge. So they feel that they can't come back and say sorry, or they can't come back and face you because of what they've done. Okay, so we're going to look at 10 things you can do as a parent, or we can do as a parent, to bridge that gap, to get the talking going on again. So the first thing you can do is send a text, simple text. Hi, how you doing? Thinking about you, I'm praying for you. You know, are you eating? You know, if you're not in that close proximity with them, they don't know, no longer live under your roof, just send a text. Okay, that's number one. Number two, send a card, a handwritten card. If you know where they live, send a handwritten card and address it and send it to them. And again, in the card, put something simple. Or you can write a detailed message in the card, a heartfelt message in that card. Okay? Number three, send a gift. You know, white flag, peace offering. You can send a gift. Doesn't have to be expensive. It can be something that you have, that they know is yours, and you've given it to them. You know, a symbolic gift. Number four, give them a surprise visit. Turn up at their door. You know, you're expecting them to come to you. No, you turn up at their door, give them a surprise visit. Okay? Also, you can also do number six, offer a handshake or a hug. You know, if they're living with you, you know, and you're passing each other in the kitchen and you're not saying goodnight to each other, offer that hug, offer that handshake to them first. You be the first one to offer that handshake. Like we said, you're the parent, you're the one making the inroads to make things better. Okay? Agree to disagree. Your adult child has feelings and opinions about something and you're opposite. Agree to disagree. If it's going to mend your relationship, agree to disagree and move on. Okay? Call a truce on it. Invite them for a drink or for a meal. You know, either to go out, have a coffee, or you invite them home for a meal, for lunch, for dinner. Invite them. They may say no. They don't want to come. They're still feeling angry. They're still feeling, you know, whatever it is. But you invite them. You make those inroads. Invite them for a drink. Invite them for a meal. Invite them to talk. But better still, invite them so you can listen. Sometimes when things have gone on and arguments have had, it's because we're not listening. We're not listening to what they have to say, or they're not listening to what we have to say. So call them and say, look, I just want to listen. Just tell me, just talk to me. I just want to be there and I just want to listen. So these are areas we can do to make those inroads so that estranged relationship can be mended. It can be mended. And then lastly, if we as a parent don't feel that we can go to them, you know, for whatever reason, we can't go to them, but we have a person that is friendly with us and friendly with them, and they can be our go-between. They can go to your adult child and say, you know what, your dad wants to talk to you. You know what, I think you should call your dad. You know what, why don't you send your mum some flowers? Have somebody that you can go to that will speak to your son on your behalf. That will go to your daughter and say, you know what, your mum's missing you. So if you feel like all those things I've just read out, that I can't do that, I'm not ready to do those things, but you know deep within you want that relationship back with your son. You want that relationship to be good again with your daughter, but you don't feel you're not at that place where you can go and do it. You can't make those inroads. Ask somebody to go on your behalf. Ask somebody to speak up for you. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Because the end goal is you want reconciliation. You want solution. So whichever method you use is irrelevant. What we want is you back together again. You don't want parent and child to have that estranged relationship. Okay? So remember, all parents can be great parents. It's a journey and we will get there. The ups and the downs, the highs and the lows, we will get there.